We're here today to discuss cash flow and why it is so important to Allied Signal. I shall explain how cash is the fuel we use to grow our company, which in turn creates jobs and opportunities for you and me. Excellent, wonderful, yeah.
You're too stuffy there, Jeremy. Now lighten up. Hey, I'm a piece of chalk and they call me stiff. That's about the worst thing I've ever heard.
Excuse me?
Everybody knows what cash flow is. They just don't know that they know. Let me shed some light on this for you.
Hey, marvelous.
You get a regular paycheck, right?
Yeah.
And you have expenses. Food, clothing, shelter, utilities, healthcare, education.
Make it stop.
Stop? It never stops, Jeremy. But next payday, you get more money, and the whole cycle starts all over again.
What do you mean?
Well, if the money flows out faster than it comes in, you get behind on your bills or fall into debt. And that's one place you don't want to be.
My gosh, I'm flat.
Flat broke. But if you hold on to more cash, you can invest it for the future or spend it on something you really want.
Yeah, like a new car. Why are we stopping here?
To show you how cash flow becomes more complex in a small business where there are more things to worry about, like inventory, billing, and collections. Besides, I'm hungry. You hungry?
Bonjour, Jean-Pierre. A baguette and 4 croissants, s'il vous plaît. Oui, baguette and 4 croissants. Frère Jacques.
Look at that. He ordered too much flour. Now that's a big cash outlay.
Well, he could bake more bread.
Oh, yeah, as long as there's a demand for it. Otherwise, the bread will go stale and he'll have to throw it away.
So he should buy only enough flour to bake as much bread as he knows he can sell right away?
La la la, squeak. La la la, squeak. La la la, squeak. Oh, I'm going to buy lots of bread today. Oh, I changed my mind.
Oh, I make so much bread.
Hey, Jean-Pierre doesn't just sell bread over the counter. Most of his business comes from the local restaurants he supplies. See?
And that means...
Well, all those restaurants get bills, and the faster he can send out those bills and collect that money, the more cash is available to him.
So you mean he'll make more profit?
Well, his profit won't be any different. Don't confuse profit with cash flow. Watch this. Jean-Pierre makes a profit when he makes the sale to the restaurant. But he doesn't get cash until the restaurant actually pays the bill.
No. No, no.
So, if Jean-Pierre doesn't order the correct inventory when it's needed,
La la la, squeak.
and collect on invoices quickly, he won't have the cash to pay his suppliers.
Bread.
And he's going to go belly up.
Would you please pay me? My belly is going up. Here, Monsieur Miller, this is all I have.
Then what would be the key to improving his cash flow?
Let me draw this to your attention. I call it a computer. The key is to reduce his cash cycle time. That's the time it takes from the moment Jean-Pierre pays for the flour to the moment he collects the money for the bread he's making.
All of which sounds great in theory, but how can it actually reduce the cycle time?
Well, he could have a smaller amount of flour delivered once a day instead of a large shipment once a month. That would reduce his cash outlays. He could also run a tab with his flour supplier instead of paying cash, and he could collect from the restaurants faster, improving his cash cycle time even more.
No. No.
Tap, tap,
No.
ding. Mr. Baker, we owe you lots of money. Here it is. Tap, tap, beep. Tap, tap, beep. Tap, tap, beep.
And with all the extra cash he'd have by doing those things, he could open a second bakery and hire another baker. Which brings us to Allied Signal. Just like Jean-Pierre, the more money Allied Signal can take in and hold on to, the more cash we have to grow the company. If we all use our total quality tools and principles to do things right the first time, we won't have to spend time reworking, and that will improve our cash cycle time, not to mention the materials it'll save. Now, anything that saves time and improves quality increases cash flow, which means that the company can grow and create new jobs, and that's good for everybody.
Right, so please keep in mind, we can all help improve cash flow by reducing cycle time and working smarter, and that supports growth, which creates more jobs. We can all make a difference.
Hey, you're crushing me in here.